What's going on, guys? In my previous video, we got this thing on the floor, slammed with some wheels, and in today's video, we are going to begin installing the kit on this car. This may be a few part video because there's some other products that I need to order, but for the most part, this thing by the end of today's video will have the new kit on. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be installing a new front lip and some side skirts. These are some DIY side skirts. This is actually the side splitters off of the G35, and we're going to be using these as side skirts, so those are going to need some prepping and whatnot, but we'll go over that in a minute. But here's the new front lip. This is off of a Jeep Cherokee. I've already went ahead and began doing some trimming work just so we can speed everything up. Basically, you're going to have to cut some tabs, as you can see, and then we cut the bottom so it's easily foldable, and then after a lot of measuring, there's a lot of slits that I kind of had to cut. That way everything can slide right on. Now I don't know if I'm gonna just jack the car up. Most likely we're gonna go that way, jack it up, screw it in, rather than pulling the front bumper off. Now as far as these side skirts go, these are wrapped, so we are gonna have to unwrap them, but it will need some trimming as well. But essentially we're gonna be pretty much mounting these up, if I can even show you, like that, giving it a nice look, clean, simple. These will be getting epoxied on, so that's why I'm saying we're not going to be able to finish that in this video because I still have to order that epoxy and unwrap everything. But this car is going to look different by the end of this video. First things first, let's get this thing jacked up and get this front lip installed. Alright guys, so pretty much we're just going to throw in a few screws, so you can see that pretty much slips right in. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna screw the first one in and start working our way around. As we get to the ends, that will need some trimming. So let me go ahead, throw some screws in real quick. I don't think that's really anything too exciting to show. And then we'll go ahead and get the sides trimmed. And for the most part, the front lip is done. All right, so I think it's gonna be easier if we pull the bumper off. So there's two screws on each side. It looks like we have one here, 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 and here. And then we'll kind of just go from there and see if that removes the grill. I've never taken the bumper off, so I'm learning right now. But I have a feeling after removing that, there probably will be a few little screws underneath. Sweet. There it is. The rear lip, or sorry, the front lip is on. I do want to end up making a bracket right here at some point just to close that up. And then this we will end up sanding down, making this look really clean. But there it is. This is our clearance we have about. So it's about 5 fingers, almost about a fist. Alright guys, we just got it pulled out. The car needs a complete wash. It is so dirty, and I apologize, but let me see. I like it. It's not bad looking. It definitely needs some work. We definitely do need to clean it up. Obviously get rid of those screws. And this thing will be color matched as well. We are gonna be painting it to the color of the actual car itself. But check it out guys, here it is. There are the side skirts right there. I'm very happy with them. Like I said, I think once they're actually part of the car, painted, bodywork, all of that, I think it's gonna look much better. but it definitely does change the look of the car, especially now that we have the front lip and now with those side skirts on. I'm very happy. But comment below, let me know what you guys think down below. We do have something actually going down as well with the rear bumper, but stay tuned for that. That's going to be just a little bit later. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. I like it. It's not super aggressive, like I said. It's not nothing dramatic. You know, it's barely just like maybe 2 inches lower than the actual side skirt itself, but it gives it a really cool, I think, look. All right guys, so I was gonna end off the video in the last clip after getting these side skirts and stuff done, but I decided let's go ahead and push the video a little further back and get an entire kit on. So we got the front lip on, as you guys saw, this side skirts, now the rear, which we have right here. So this is off of a 1998 Honda Civic. We're gonna cut this up to hopefully make it fit. All right guys, finished it up. First time really seeing it outside. It looks so much better because now I feel like we have a full kit on the car. However, it's a little too bulky for me. Now it looks really good. There it is right there. It really does. Check it out. And again, it will be bolted on and everything. Like, this is not it. It's pretty hard to see right now because it's black. But what I don't like is, like I said, it looks bulky. I don't want it to look like it has a heavy diaper. So what I want, because that sits just barely above the front lip. I want that to sit level with the side skirts. So the side skirt is pretty much about here, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this up. I'm gonna trim again. I'm gonna measure how far up, and then we're gonna make a solid line along the whole thing, and then we're gonna re-screw it in. So it's still gonna look good, but I think it's gonna look more appropriate, and it'll just be level all the way through, and it's still gonna be big enough to where you don't see the muffler or any of that back stuff, because if you come here, usually on the back bumper it's so small, so you see the axle and like everything. Like, look how low we are, and you can still barely even see it. So I think it's really good. Very, very happy. But we are gonna raise it. So I'm gonna measure right now while it's on the car, and then I'm gonna pull it off, and we're gonna get this thing recut. I don't think I'm gonna do it today, but I'm gonna get it reinstalled. So the next clip for you guys will be getting, or it'll be on the car basically. And then, yeah. And now that it's on the car, I'm starting to get some visions. So stay tuned for that. But I think this is gonna be so cool. Look at it. It's gonna be dope. All right guys, so it's actually a few days later, and as you can see, we have the rear bumper piece off. Ran into an issue, but first let's go ahead and start up here. As you guys know, this whole section is shaved, and I kept having one little crack about yay big, kept appearing here. So I actually cut out this whole thing, re-welded it in. I have to cut these little pieces off right now, but it's strong. And then over this, I'm gonna go ahead and use some panel bonder. As far as this goes, you can see we cut out a big section. Reason for it, I'm sure you can see right there, it burnt the bumper pretty bad. I don't think I even have, oh, right here, you can see This was pretty much like that, but completely burnt it. I should have known better. I did cut some off, actually quite a bit off, and apparently I guess it just wasn't enough. But when this burnt, it actually burnt everything here as well. This is all pushed in. Not that it really matters because you're not gonna see it anyways, but cut it out. You can see just everything is, it's pretty bad. Alright guys, so I started working it. You can clearly see the dent right here. I'm heating it up, trying to get it back. Welding in this piece right now, so at least it's holding it together. Then we can come in, fill that, and slowly begin filling everything, and then make a whole new cutout. I shouldn't have put this on. This is all my fault, because not only did we damage this bumper and lost money, but the strain from this, how I showed you guys all this, well, it actually did a whole lot more. It strained it so much, it cracked it all the way to about here. And I'm not about to grind and do all of this again. Like you can see, I'm not gonna do it again. So I don't know what to do. Alright guys, a quick update on the bumper. I know I haven't really been showing much, or actually any of it. I just don't want to prolong this video. I want to get this video out to you guys. So that's why I'm trying to really work on it as much as I can. But as you can see, right now I just went ahead. So when you weld it, you have these little prongs that stick up. Went ahead and cut all those off. I'm about to grind everything down right now. Yes, this is all closed up right now, but we are going to be recreating a line basically. But I try to follow it as best as I can. These two right here, those are dents, you can easily see it, so that still needs to be fixed. And of course this whole section will need to be body worked. But right now, yeah, I'm trying to get this looking good, and I think we're on the right track. And then we'll go ahead and move on to pretty much fixing all of that. But right now I'm going to switch this out for the grinder, our flap disc, and then we're going to go ahead, grind everything down. And on the inner side, I'm going to use some 3M panel bonder. I'm going to tape everything off here so it doesn't pour through, and then we're going to panel bond for the most part everything, or we might grind everything and then cut and then start panel bonding it all together. But it's getting there. I'm happy. Alright guys, again, it is a few days later, and if you remember that crack I told you guys about, let me go ahead and show you kind of how that's looking now. As you see, we literally had to cut everything completely out. So this right here is the reason why this video is taking forever. This, we haven't even really done any body working or anything yet, but it is fixed. I'm debating on if I'm gonna actually shave that or not. I don't know yet, but this is the reason why this video was supposed to be out, what, about now, well, at this moment of recording, a week ago, and now it's very delayed because of that. The only way to really fix it was to really cut everything completely out. We have the piece still right here, which we are going to be utilizing. I'm going to be grinding everything on the inside, and then we're going to pretty much put this in place where it should go. I'm going to screw it in, I'm going to put brackets, and then honestly guys, I'm just gonna fiberglass the shit at the inner side of it to structure it all, and then we'll pull the bumper off and then go ahead and pretty much begin doing all the body working and whatnot. But this right here is the reason why this thing is taking forever. Alright guys, check it out. A lot has been done. I'm very happy with the progress. It's finally starting to look good again. Very relieved. So let's see. First things first, as you can see, it's really just starting to come out very smooth. I've had to put a little bit more panel bonder up in this area, but for the most part it's looking really good. Right here I'm starting to create this body line basically. So this is pretty much dry, it's ready to be sanded and shaped. Yeah, and then this right here, we put some filler down. It's really smooth. You can see just a little bit of a kind of like bumps a little bit. I'm not too concerned on it, to be honest with you. I don't want to fill all of this with body filler, but the dents are pretty much gone. Just a small little dent now in this area. Began working down here as well, not too much. This will be getting pulled off, body worked, before we officially mold it on, but it's getting there. It's stronger, it's better than what it was. I'm very happy. you guys pretty much saw that thing was completely, we had to cut that whole section out and then cut this whole section out and completely redo it. I was about to have to purchase a whole new, both bumpers basically, so I'm very, very happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do as much more as I can real quick. The reason why I'm not filming is because I know I do a lot of body work on this channel and I really don't want to bore you guys with it. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can. And then today's Friday, and then I want to head down and get some shots at the parking structure that I usually go to. So I want to get a little bit more done, and at least first stage is a primer, possibly, and then we'll go ahead and you know, get some new shots, get a couple clips. But also, like I said, let me know what you guys think of those side skirts. Should we keep them or no? Because I'm considering doing something different, but that's just going to be more money and a little bit more work as well. And as opposed to this, it's basically done. It just has to be molded on. Same with like the rear. But I don't know yet. I do like it, but I don't quite know yet. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get these side skirts removed because we have something else that's going to be going on. But first things first, let's go ahead and get these off. All right, so there it is, the old side skirt. Look how different it looks already with nothing there. And we have the new side skirts that are going to be going on. Went ahead and ran to pick your part and picked these bad boys up. So these are off of a Honda Accord. We're gonna be putting these onto this CRV. All right, guys, let me show you what we got going on. Cut all these tabs off the bottom here, which are those ones. And then I went ahead and, because I want to try to follow the body line, so I went ahead and cut some relief points so we can actually bend this. And then there's no need to really fill that in because it's gonna be screwed in anyways. So we did the same here. Now it is long by about this much, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut that off and then cut this piece off, and actually, like, I'll save a piece about like that, and then we're gonna plastic weld it back together. That way we have the ends still, and I think it'll just be more aesthetically pleasing. So now I think what we gotta do is I'm gonna actually remove these side skirts and get these screwed on. Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this video up right here, but real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the car and pretty much the entire new kit. I do want to say I apologize for this video taking so long to come out. I've been dealing with a lot of things kind of just going on in life, and it kept pushing me back to working on the car, wanting to film, or even having the chance to even film. And on top of it, now I'm a little sick. But here's the new car, or sorry, here is the new kit and everything. I was gonna go ahead and head down to the mall, but I didn't want to. I don't feel like driving right now. But again, we have the Jeep lip on, which I really love it. I think it looks really good. It ties in with the body lines and everything. And then coming to the sides, I went ahead and temporarily painted them black. These still have to get completely redone as well, sanded, primered, painted, the end caps put back on, everything. So there's still a lot to do here, but I'm very happy that we went this route as far as having the old side skirt where it's just, it didn't look bad, but it's just flat, and this kind of just adds a little bit of girth to it, if you will. It gives it a little bit of a flair. So I'm very, very happy about that, and I think it sits a little lower than the other side skirts that I have. And then of course, coming to the rear, went ahead and got all of this done. As you guys saw, we had to completely redo all of this, which is not done yet either, and then completely go ahead and redo this entire area as well. There's still so much to do. Again, Same like these sides, we still have to put the end caps on, get that welded in and whatnot, and then of course mold this to the actual bumper itself. But it came out looking really good. So one thing I am going to be doing off camera is pulling this back little bumper lip piece off, getting that molded on, final touch-ups on this area, getting this piece done on the inner side, getting that completely done, and then also a few other little details we're going to be doing is getting these side pieces repainted because they are extremely faded. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, as far as paint wise goes, we are not going to be keeping this two-tone look with all the black and whatnot. I am going to be painting these a primer black, but that's temporary. The entire front bumper, those pieces, the mirrors, everything is going to be painted the color of the car. So like I said, guys, I know we're not even close to being done with this car. There is so much to do still, as far as repainting the hood, the bumpers, you know, the trim, the wheels, getting the wheels repainted, and then not only that, but we are going to be getting new wheels in the future, exhaust, their interior. There's endless things that there's a lot to come still with this car. So stay tuned. I know right now I don't seem very enthusiastic about it. It's because, like I said, I am sick, but I didn't want to keep prolonging this video. But there is a lot to come with this car, and I have some really cool ideas that I'm definitely looking forward to doing. I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to make it a really cool daily. So stay tuned, and I do have, of course, some one-of-one things in mind. I don't know if we're gonna act on it yet, but there are a few one-of-one things that I plan on doing that I have not seen any other CRV do. But smash that subscribe button, stay tuned, and I think the next video is one a lot of you guys are gonna be looking forward to: the G35 comeback. This thing has just been sitting here. I know it hurts you guys to see it like this just as much as it does me, but stay tuned, guys, because I believe this is going to be the next video. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Again, I do apologize. I do plan on starting up. I do have technically another channel. I don't have any views, or sorry, any videos up or anything on it, but I do plan on making or starting that channel up. And it's gonna be more so my life outside of cars, because there's a lot that goes on in my life that you guys don't know about, and I wanna possibly start filming it just so I can maybe help some other people out there, kind of make it a motivational but fun still type of channel. But comment below if you guys like the idea of that, because like I said, lately, outside of working on this video took over a month to make, and it should have been done easily in, you know, maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks, but it took forever just because of a lot of things that I've been dealing with in life. I've been having to put everything on the back burner, and it sucks, and I do apologize, and I am gonna try to be more frequent on my videos and my upload times. But stay tuned, subscribe if you're not already, hit that thumbs up if you guys like the build. It's definitely really coming together, and I am so stoked for it, and I hope you guys are as well. And I hope to catch you all in the next one, and I promise I will be in a little bit of a better mood and hopefully not sick, therefore I could be a little bit more energetic. But like I said, I needed to get this video out to you guys. It's been on the back burner for too long, so hope to catch you all there. Until next time, as always, peace out.